Hi there. Okay, so we want to finish the topic social and media. This video will focus on media, the media itself, the subtopics, types of media, news agencies, the role of the media, and shortcomings of media coverage. Those are the things we're going to look at in this video. Okay, so the word media comes from the word medium, which means to go between. Then when we talk of mass media, it refers to technical devices that make possible the dissemination of information to a large number of people. That's mass media. Media, from the word medium, which means to go between. Mass media, those devices that makes it possible to disseminate information to a large number of people. For example, internet, those are computers, talk of televisions, etc. Now, there are two types of media. We have print media and electronic media. Now, pay much attention to this. Media can also be classified into public and private media. So look at this. We have print media and electronic media. Public media can be print media as well as electronic media. What am I talking about here? Public media are those media institutions owned by the state. Then private media are those media institutions owned by individuals or private companies. So public media can be print media or electronic media, as well as the private media can be print media as well as electronic media, because private individuals and institutions or organizations can own print media as well as electronic media. Now, it is important for us to know what is meant by print media and electronic media. Okay, so we start with print media. Print media uses printed paper to disseminate information. Printed paper, also referred to as the press. What are the examples? It consists of what? Daily newspapers, notice boards, posters, and brochures. Don't follow the first one there. Brochures. So this relies on printed paper for it to disseminate information. Examples: we have the Times of Zambia, the Sunday Times of Zambia, the Zambia Daily Mail, the Speak Out magazine, the Post, the Guardian Angel, the Challenge magazine. As long as it is in printed form, then that is print media. So print media can be owned by the state as well as private individuals or institutions. Now, what of electronic media? This uses electric and electronic methods to disseminate information. Common ones are television, the radio, the cinema, videos, internet, and satellite, as long as it is using electronic methods, that is electronic media. Examples: we have the Zambia National Broadcasting Corporation, is ZNBC, Radio Phoenix, Movie TV, Radio Christian, Radio Chengelo, and others. So electronic media can also be owned by the state or by private individuals or institutions. We also have what we call news agencies. These are media institutions which collect and supply information to media organizations. Examples: we have the Zambian National Information Service, ZANIS. This is common. National Agriculture Information Service, Agency Press, and others, the Reuters, those that collect information and then supply it to the media organizations so that they disseminate it to the general public. Those are called news agencies. The role of the media in governance: 1. To inform and educate. Citizens cannot fully participate in governance unless they are informed. Through the media, radio, television, cinema, and the daily newspapers are effective instruments that are used for informing and educating the people and helping to form public opinion. this one, or this role, is very important. It's very crucial during elections. Because it's not possible for candidates to visit and talk to every citizen or every voter. No, they just use the media. So the media enable citizens to make a right choice about a suitable candidate, helps them to make a right choice or a right decision. 2, to promote public debate. So here, citizens will be expressing different views. For example, you keep hearing on radios, you listen to programs whereby there is a particular matter or a subject, then citizens are calling and expressing their own views. You see, they are expressing what they think is the right thing. So by doing that, the media promotes public debate. Simple. 3, to act as a watchdog. The media should not just be publicizing the activities of the ruling party in a favorable way. No. It should also investigate and expose the malpractice of the government and other public officials. Even if it's the president who has got alleged corrupt practices, the media should investigate that. That is a free and impartial media. It should act as a watchdog. 4, to set the agenda. So we are saying the media cannot report everything. They choose what to report and what to ignore. So the media decides on behalf of the public what is news and what is not. That is to set the agenda. So let us now talk about the shortcomings of media coverage. These are factors that make it impossible for the media to disseminate information to the general public. 1, language limitation. Most of the news is presented in English, and it's not every citizen who can understand English. So that becomes a challenge, a shortcoming to the media, because those citizens who do not know English will not understand or know what the media is talking about. They will just be watching President Hakainde Hichilema. You see, even the English that they use there is something else. So it becomes challenging for citizens, especially those who ended in grade 2, grade 3, to understand. That becomes a shortcoming for the media because information has not been disseminated there. Then we come to accessibility. Public access to the media is restricted by various factors such as limited circulation, affordability, high levels of illiteracy, and those. For example, when you talk about affordability, it's not everyone who has got television. Now, we take it for instance that news has only been presented on television, on TV, ZNBC. Now, what of those citizens with no televisions? Will they have access to that information? No. So their information won't be disseminated, hence it becomes a shortcoming to the media. Ownership and control. Those who own and control media organizations tend to use them to serve their own interests. Where the media is owned and controlled by the state, the task of the media is to unite the people behind the ruling party and its policies. Behind the ruling party. Instead of just being impartial and free from biasness. But they will be favoring the ruling party. Because it's owned by the state. Have you ever seen on ZNBC exposing to say no, a political party leader from the ruling party has been doing this, maybe alleged corrupt practices. It's uncommon. It's uncommon because that's the ruling party. But that's not the way it should be. The media should be impartial. The media should be dispensable. It's very important to the nation. Law restricting press freedom. Law restricting press freedom. For the press or the media to work or function properly, there must be favorable laws which permit that freedom, the press freedom. Now, if we have laws restricting the press freedom, then the media will be challenged, will be disadvantaged, because it will be like the press wants to investigate on a certain matter, but due to those laws, they will be restricted, they will be stopped from investigating. So that is also a shortcoming of the media coverage.